Hello. Hey, friends. Hey, Sonia. Thank you. That dancing panda is everything, Sonia says. Yes, Sonia, that dancing panda is everything. Hey, happy Friday. I feel like dancing. It is a happy Friday, and I'm so excited to be with you live on Amanda Panda Teacher Live. It is one of my favorite topics to talk about and share. So, this is a sharing session. This morning, I will be sharing 5 things that I do with ManyCam in my small business as well as my teaching. If we have not met before, I am Amanda Panda Teacher. I am a professional online teacher. I work hard to support teachers in any teaching context, whether you're a preschool online teacher, a teacher teaching in brick and mortar school, are you doing hybrid? Are you a teacher for an ESL company? Or others, I work hard to support you to integrate technology in your classroom to bring students back and use the right tools. I support people in 2 Facebook groups, a ManyCam community, and online teaching made easy. I'd love to have you be part of my community. Join the Panda family. Hey, Rebecca. Rebecca says, awesome. She says, love the panda too. Well, great. I'm so glad that you love the panda. I use StreamYard to go live. I am using ManyCam to control my camera, to add this little dialog box, to add a green screen background. So, my goodness, girls, I've got the tech going on. It wasn't like this when I first started going live. I'm certainly learning so much. So, awesome to see Sonia and Rebecca this morning. So, without for any further ado, let me tell you about the 5 ways that I use ManyCam in my online teaching classroom and in my small business. So, number one, I use it for rewards. So, let me change my ManyCam screen and show you another screen that is called a preset. In this preset, I simply set up an image of a beehive that I got online. I popped it on in there, and then what I do in class is so hilarious and fun. We add bees to the beehive, and I have my students say a sentence. There are 2 bees in the hive. There is 1 bee in the hive. There are 3 bees in the hive. And as I pop them over, they buzz around. They do funny things. Bzz, bzz, they come for teacher, and then they go to the hive. And then the student says, I have 1 bee in the hive. For my online ESL company, we reward the student a star. So as I move a bee, I give a star. It's a very simple, easy reward. This was just an image of a beehive I found online. These are effects in ManyCam. There are over 10,000 of them. So this is way number one that I use ManyCam in my online teaching classroom. Rebecca says, don't sting the teacher. Yes, please don't sting the teacher. Whatever I do to play and have fun with them really is very effective in my online teaching. This is how I engage little tiny learners when their eyes are not on me any longer. In my online ESL company, my students often are on iPads. So if you think of an iPad and you think of the teacher, I'm about this big on the screen. So just imagine looking as a child at a teacher this big. I have got to be bigger than life, larger than my small, tiny box. I say it as I am the size of toast. I got to make myself more than just boring jam and jelly. Awesome. Hey, Sonia says, I have to say thank you. I admire your enthusiasm. Also appreciate your teacher tips. Awesome. The sticky note prevented the need for Dramamine this morning. Oh, ha, ha, ha. So I think Sonia watched another one of my lives. In a live a few weeks ago, I shared stories about my online students and how I deal with troublesome students. And I actually had to sticky note a student before on the screen because she had the iPad and was spinning around in a circular chair. And I have the worst motion sickness. Like, I can't even go watch IMAX movies because afterwards I feel ill for hours. So it's so nice that you can have fun in class, but the sticky note strategy worked. Thanks for remembering that, Sonia. Yes. So keep that in your toolbox. Add a sticky note to the camera if the kid's making you crazy. Sonia says, when you have fun, they have fun. When they have fun, they are learning. Absolutely. The best a part of my ESL classroom is when the kids don't even realize that what I'm having them do is practicing English and saying many sentences, and they are learning. How powerful is it that I've got this B where I can pull up 5 quick rewards, speak to my student? I didn't have to print this. It is so easy. I can switch this out, go back to this, or not use it for all of my students. It's just a really great opportunity, something I do in my ManyCam. Okay, let's go to number 2. Number 2, I use ManyCam as a whiteboard. I actually have set up a separate preset in my teaching, and inside of there, I can use my ManyCam tools and resources as a whiteboard. So let me go to my whiteboard. This one is number 7 of my presets. So here's my whiteboard setup. In this way, I can quickly switch to this preset. I don't have to have a physical whiteboard to write. I can write on the screen. So this morning, for example, I was working with my student. Let me get rid of my letters here. I can erase them and make them come back. This was something I was teaching. I was saying bye to my student at the end. So just like a teacher whiteboard, I have a dry erase board where I can write on the screen. This morning, I was teaching short A vowel sounds. So in that way, I could quickly write a note to the student, the short A, like ah, and then I could say the word dad. Then if I wanted to practice other sounds, I could erase just this D, and then I could have the student say another vowel sound. So I can switch back and forth. We can say add, mad. So in this way, I'm really teaching the student using the dry erase whiteboard, but it is digital. And gosh, the kids' eyes are always on. What is teacher going to draw or write at the end of my time? Always using the whiteboard. I actually hilariously will draw a picture. I will draw a happy face and we'll say bye whiteboard, and then we switch back. So it's fun to always just have fun. Using that whiteboard is such an awesome opportunity. That's number 2. Okay, let's go to number 3. Number 3 are Google Slides. I happen to be a VIP Kid online teacher. Many teachers have put in their time and effort to create amazing teaching Google Slides. There are reward ones also, but this one I'm going to show an example of is a Google Slide for teaching. This is the lesson I teach in level 2. It is about going to Britain. So take a look at the beautiful, oh my gosh, gorgeous Google Slides that are available to teach and use. These images are so powerful. I can move my little camera down to set myself in the feed. Here's Queen Elizabeth. As I teach the vocabulary to the student, here is a guard with a real image of a guard. I can teach and say, this is the guard. How he has a tall hat. He has a red jacket. So I really extend and use these photographs to help me. Here's the queen. Look at how pretty she looks in green. So in that way, I have access to these Google Slides, which are really current with images and pictures. Thank you to the Google Slides community who've made all of these resources. They are a treasure trove and such a time saver and really help students to understand. Here is the sentence that we're learning in the sentence frame. I see the queen, just another way to practice. So I don't have to write it out. I can just click on it and grab it right into my Google Slide teaching. Here's a beautiful slide of the queen. There she goes. I see guards. Look at all the guards. So again, multiple ways to practice with my student. Oh, look how fun. I click across and then it slides over and I am a guard. So I can again move my little video feed over here. It's a really great opportunity. So something I'm loving using and doing with my students are those work in Google Slides. Something I use all the time. So awesome. Sonia says, you're building relationships to the kiddos to learn from teachers when they care about them and have fun. Absolutely. And Rebecca says, my next step is to add Google Slides. Absolutely, Rebecca. I use SlideKick, the app. I only teach a few classes in a row, but you can learn from the VIP Kid Google Slides group since I know you're a VIP Kid teacher, Rebecca. Okay, so let's talk about number 3. Are we on 3? Let's see. Yes, we are. We're on 4. Number 4. Well, hey, you just saw it. If you started with me at the beginning of this live, is a countdown timer. I use a countdown timer in my live using StreamYard. That's how I'm going live with you. But in my ManyCam, I also have a countdown timer. Let me switch to that. And I'm sorry you won't hear the fun sounds, but because I didn't set up the sound to play through, but I can do this in my online teaching classroom. I can set up this panda. Here it is. It's the dancing panda. Hit play, and then I can have students hear that same music that you were hearing and dance along in a countdown timer. So this is something else than ManyCam that I can pull into the work that I do. So such a great opportunity. That fun countdown timer that you saw at the beginning is something I can do in ManyCam too. So I can countdown timer at the start of my class, whatever class I'm teaching. Are you teaching out school? Wouldn't that be fun to have a dancing panda video or whatever animal at the beginning? I made that in Canva like in 5 minutes. It was so easy to create and make a video. It's a great opportunity. So I am a huge Canva fan. That's all Canva sound and video to put all that together to make an opening for you. I also use a closing. So when we're done with this live, you'll see it through StreamYard, but I can do that in ManyCam too. Okay, last one, number 5, number 5th way. This is my favorite tool. It is a cell phone holder and it clips on your desk. It's a gooseneck, and I think it was like $8 or $10 from Amazon. I got this because originally I thought I'd lay in bed and I'd like look on my phone and help with scrolling so my hands aren't holding my phone all the time. Well, no, it came into my online teaching classroom and my small business too. I can take through ManyCam my cell phone and put an app on it that is ManyCam and make it an additional feed. If I don't have an additional camera, I can use this tool to put my phone in here and then direct it over my desk to make my own document camera. This is such a money saver. My goodness, when I first started teaching, I was in brick and mortar school. We had document cameras that we had to buy, and they were so expensive. The district was a couple $100s. We all got them, and it was super wonderful. Well, now with technology advances, you can get one for your phone, which you already have, and you can have grab a little gooseneck, set it up, and you've got a document camera. So just imagine preschool teachers online, ESL teachers online, teachers who are doing out school or other type special tutoring classes. When you need to demonstrate, maybe you're an art teacher or a piano teacher, maybe you're teaching science or something else that's an experiment, you can switch your camera feed and have your students see through ManyCam multiple feeds that will show and demonstrate. So it's super awesome. Rebecca says, I could never figure out the phone app, but I was able to use my external Logitech camera to show my table. Awesome. Rebecca, you could use the phone app if that works for you and that's all you have. I have an old webcam that was like a spare, not so powerful. That would work. You can use basically any camera. So you need something, an external that you can connect to into ManyCam. Actually, one of my friends, she is a high school like volunteer at her child's school. She's a techie and took my ManyCam course, and she uses ManyCam to stream and record the volleyball games. So she has in the volleyball, I guess in the high school, they have different cameras throughout the volleyball gym, and then what she does is through ManyCam she records many different feeds and can switch the cameras using ManyCam. So you just need an additional camera, whether it's the phone on the phone app or an extra camera to make your own document camera as an online teacher. So it is a really powerful way to be able to demonstrate and to show your students. So super fab. Okay, we did it. 1 through 5 done. Those are only 5 ways. I could probably tell you 500 more. ManyCam is my go-to tool. It is always running on my computer when I'm in Zoom or Google Meets or any other place where a webcam is used. I'm using it. I am a green screen teacher, and I have the power of ManyCam harnessed and know the path to get you there. So I wanted to remind you, if you're interested in learning more from me today, the cart closes on my program ManyCam in 6. It is a 2-week intensive tutoring program with coaching and office hours to get you started learning ManyCam. You can join the group on Facebook, ManyCam Community. That is a new name. It used to be Kindergarten, now Community, or Online Teaching Made Easy. Those are my 2 support groups. If you're interested in ManyCam in 6, you got to sign up today. Today is the last day. You can type in your web address bar, amandapandateacher.com/yes. When you type that in there, it will take you to the web page to get information about the cost of the ManyCam in 6 training program. It is wonderful. We have 15, I think 14, 15 students. So I'm excited to welcome some more folks if you're interested. Today's the last day. So, hey, Rebecca and Sonia, if you're still hanging here, we're at the end of our live and I want to answer some of your questions. Do you have any other questions or want to say something else that went good today? I'm excited to have a Friday. Our family kids are staying home today on computer learning. They're hybrid learning, so they went to school a few days during the week, but today they are staying home. So mom doesn't have to drive all across town to drop them anywhere. So it will be a peaceful breakfast morning in my house. Sonia says, thank you. You're always such a tech queen. Hey, Sonia, I am. Join the group Online Teaching Made Easy. I'm going to go over tech. I'm not sure if you're a brick and mortar teacher. Seesaw, Google Slides, Google Docs, Drive. I teach on all of that stuff. I'm a technology coach and trainer, so I'd love to have you with support. If you're specifically interested in ManyCam, then join the group ManyCam Community. So awesome. I'm glad to help and get you started doing that. Rebecca said, I love surprising my online kids with putting an Elsa mask on my face. Even mom laughed. Awesome. So Rebecca, it teaches for many ESL companies. It's so awesome that she can jump in class and surprise kids with an Elsa mask. And I bet you that's a ManyCam effect. That's awesome. We do have AR stickers for my online teaching company, VIP Kid. But if yours doesn't, there are very similar face masks or things built in to ManyCam. So it's not just effects or the images that I can pull up, but it's all of those other additionals. So Sonia says, I'm old school. I taught for 5 years before I had a computer in my room. I'm a retired brick and mortar teacher and for VIP Kid. Well, awesome. Awesome. So Sonia, no worries. If you're interested in ManyCam and the tools and resources, that group to join would be ManyCam Community. So awesome. Oh, and Rebecca says, yes, it was a free ManyCam effect. That is so awesome. So Rebecca's talking about awesome face mask effects. Let me show, can do that too. So in a face mask, I could put myself like a kitty. And then put a little face mask on me. There are Elsa. There's like a hamburger hat that you can wear. There's all kinds of really funny things. So it's all about all the things you do to make kids laugh and before they realize what they're learning. So awesome. Hey, friends, I'm signing off. I want to wish you a very happy Friday. I will be live in a little bit with a teacher talking an interview in ManyCam and me. So I'd love to see you again. And don't forget, cart closes today in ManyCam and 6 if you're interested in learning. You can take a look at the calendar to see if the times work for you. If you've got ManyCam and you're ready, I'm ready to teach you in ManyCam in 6. Awesome, friends. See you later in my next live Tuesday. I will be live again with you soon. Chat soon.